sound like you spin on that pedal for loop. Holding up, dropping the temperature. There's a little flippy that me and my best friend are working on. Some Keaton Code shit. This is Get the Bag Flip. And I got some WUBS in here that I want to show you. To be honest, I'm going to put this whole project on my Patreon for you guys so you can learn from it, have fun with it, and get all these WUBS. But I want to show you my favorite WUB in here. This one I made, and this one too. I like these. There's some reverb on this one too. Listen without the reverb. We'll turn down that reverb. So I want to show you this because it's like the foundation of a WUB, like how to post-process the WUB, right? We don't want it to be basic. We want it to be supreme. Now I have a wide rack on here. It's a wide verb rack, actually, I should call it. And this will be an important piece of it. Listen with it on. Listen with it off. I hear a little bit of clicking, so we're going to fix that. You see, this is the clicker. Okay, that's cleaner. You hear when it's switching though, it clicks. We don't want that. Turn up the smooth a little bit. We'll fix that clicker. Okay, I guess we're getting into click cleaning. Clicks are cleaned. All right, we're doing a sine wave here. To start, I'm going to turn off all the post-processing so you guys can hear the OG. We're starting with a sine wave here. So there's nothing going on until the PD from B is activated. So you turn on PD from B, put it on 47%. I put on this low pass filter at 0% to clean up that click that we were listening. So I recommend you do that too. Levels at 8%, LFO goes on the level, and LFO goes up to 100%. We're doing 1/4 triplet on the rate. Turn triplets on. Put the smooth at 31 to fix those clicks that we were just talking about. When oscillator B turns on, it'll be the default shape saw, but PWM is on, which is changing the wavetable. So originally it's like this, but we turn PDM up to 50% to make it a little deeper. It's really quiet, so just turn on compressor right away, turn it up to 15.2 gain. When you pump up that jam, this EQA is cutting all the lows at 130, and I'm boosting all the highs with the high shelf, with band 4 at 316 hertz. Just so it's just more present in the mix. This filter is doing a lot. So with the filter off, it's sounding like messy and not clean. So we're going to clean it up with this filter. MG low 12, cutoff is 114. Add LFO to it, and it goes up 43%. This will carve the frequencies and make it sound cleaner. Oscillator B, keep in mind, levels all the way down. Make sure that's turned down. Randoms are also turned all the way down. This Swiss Army meter will measure how loud it is. About -24 less, it's super quiet right now. And the ozone imager will measure how wide it is. And right now it's not wide at all. It's just in the middle. It's only mono. So we want to fix those two things. We want to get it louder and we want to get it wider. This is all we have to do for the patch. Very simple. But then we want to add the EQ that we just added here, and then this wide rack. So to make this wide rack, first you get the Haas effect to make it wide, which is a delay. So add the delay, set it to time, 1 second, 20 seconds, feedback 0, dry and wet 100, and fade on. This is the effect to make it wide. I renamed it to Haas and saved it. That's why I have this. So that's wide, and then this is not wide. Well, we want both. We want the wide version and the mono version. So we parallel process it. That's what this rack is right here to the right, a parallel processed rack. So making it from scratch here, Command G, the Haas effect. Look at your circles here to the left. One of them's highlighted. You go underneath it to the chains. This is our wide. I'm going to Command R, rename this to wide. Then I'm going to right click and create a chain underneath. And this will create a blank chain. You see here's blank drop audio effects. This wide one has the Haas. This dry one, I'm renaming now, does not have the Haas. So it is mono. I'll solo it. You can hear the mono. I'll solo the wide. You can hear the wide. So both are together. They'll play together in parallel, and it'll automatically get louder because of this too. With Swiss Army meter, we can compare the difference. Cool. And then on the wide, we're going to get the EQ. So I'm going to copy the EQ. I'm going to click in this little sliver, which is in the rack, and I'll paste it Command V to get this EQ8 on the wide chain. So we're cutting the lows as well on the wide chain because the dry chain has the lows. So we don't need the lows on the wide chain. Just doing extra EQ, cleaning out this mud, cutting it at 175. The wide chain, we can also add the reverb because the reverb will go on the higher frequencies, turn down the dry and wet. You can turn down the decay a little bit too. Cool. Now in my wide rack, I mixed these. So one of them is -8, which is the wide. So these are both together, but I'm going to turn down the wide to -8 and the dry to -2. Kind of mix them together. I then add G-clip to turn it up. With the G-clip, you can raise the gain. This is before at 0, then after. Listen in your mix. So I'm pushing the gain. I'm like mixing it, creating the sound, mixing it, and then pushing up the gain while it's all clean and ready to go. That's kind of the concept here. And you see we made a rack for the reverb and the width. We have a mono version. So it's mono, it's wide, it has reverb, and now it's starting to sound thicker and fuller. This stuff's really important and really helpful. Now, if this is not loud enough, at -16, which usually it's not, I will get the compressor to kind of finalize it. I'll add the OTT after the EQ8 so that it's not processing all those lows. And I'll turn up the output to around like 9 to 12 and mess with the amount. Listen to the mix. I hear the highs come out a lot too. On my left, start at -7. This is where I want to be in the single digits, getting close to -5. -8 to -5 is really a sweet spot, and the compression really will finish the job. That's how we do it. Just really want to show you guys how to do some simple, easy post-processing for your WUBS, just so that you can check off the boxes and have a nice routine going. This should help. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below, and we'll see you soon. Peace.